if you can't invest into yourself and take that leap of faith and back yourself, you're never going to go through the journey of what it actually feels like to be on the other end.
Just getting them out of their own way, just understanding the person, and like just having conviction. Like, people buy from you, they don't buy from the business or the product or whatever. You're the person who's like selling it.
The best closers are the ones that are always the most emotionally stable, right? Like, they don't have the highest highs and the lowest lows and get in their own head about it.
If you're operating from like abundance, acceptance and desire and whatnot, or high frequency states, and you attract better leads, you attract better offers, you attract more money, you attract a better life as well.
You can have the life, you can live in Dubai, you can live and travel remotely, work from your laptop, do what you want, but you need to make that decision. You need to make that decision to draw that line in the sand and go, do you know what, from this day forth, I'm not accepting anything less. Well, I don't really know what we're going to speak about, to be fair. It's just straight off the cuff, innit? You've just landed, what?
2 days ago?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Landed 2 days ago. No real set agenda for what we're going to speak about today. I guess it's just going to be about sales specifically, what we're seeing inside the high ticket sales space, what it is. It's going to be a mixture of yours and people watching this, really. People new to the high ticket sales industry, some already doing some big numbers, just a mix of all in between. So
we'll probably get like people that are already in the space, people that are brand new and don't have a clue what it is.
Yeah.
So we thought, you know what, whilst we're here, may as well just spit some facts, give people the information that they need.
Spit some game, honestly, straight off the cuff, no real set agenda. But I guess how are you finding Dubai so far?
Unreal, mate.
Aye.
I've came out, so what is it, Saturday today? Landed Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Unreal. Like, energy is just absolutely unmatched.
Yeah.
It's a big difference from being at home in Carlisle.
This man's just landed straight off the plane, took 5 calls, closed 3.
Closed 3.
60% close rate, 3k in comms over the past 2 days.
Yeah. Paid for like what? The flight, apartment.
Yeah. So it is, I think a lot of people when they move to Dubai, they get like that feel of energy, where they're like, they just feel different. They feel like it's just the energy, that environment.
You can feel it, mate. It's like when you're at home in England, especially where I'm from, like it rains all the time. So you don't feel good. You go into the gym with the same people. Like, there's no one new that you're meeting. Then as soon as you come out to Dubai, it's like a complete different energy shift. Like, you're looking out the window and a Lamborghini drives past.
Yeah.
You're going for a walk to the mall and it makes you think, I'm playing so small here.
Yeah, it does.
It's like the energy around like being here just naturally makes you like raise your standards and make more money.
Yeah, exactly. It's good being in and around friends and people that you're close with that are on the same wavelength as well. I think that's the biggest thing that people should really strive for. Is
how long have you lived in Dubai?
I've been here for coming up to just like 2 years, near enough 2 years. Yeah, moved over here again. Wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for what I do just now and what you do as well. The industry that we're in ultimately gave us the opportunity to be here in the first place. Yeah, it's tax-free. We're not having to pay taxes to a government that doesn't even look after us in the first place. At the same time, we can make money from anywhere. It's pick up a laptop, travel to anywhere you want, and just get on Zoom and have conversations.
That's the thing that what I found as well, though. Like, I've done both, where I've travelled different places, like Airbnb to Airbnb. I've locked in an office. The travelling's good, but it's more so just the ability to do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, when you're checking an Airbnb, you have to find your bearings. You have to like find where you can go get some food. I think it's harder to lock in. I think like naturally, I didn't make as much money. Whereas when I'm in like one place with my office, like, you just feel locked in.
Yeah,
a lot better to get dialed. You've got a good routine rather than just being like, hey, I've been here for 1 month.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to the next place and the next place.
Would you feel like the difference is with like people being in Dubai working remotely? Because you obviously see a lot of high ticket salespeople that are like Bali, South America, a lot of different places as well, Cape Town. Like, obviously everyone has their own pick of places to go to, but like, why do you feel like a lot of people gravitate towards here, and like, why do you feel like other people gravitate towards other places?
So I think Dubai, because I've been like, I don't know about you, but I've been to like a few different places. Dubai, like just the convenience, and it's the like I said earlier, it's the raising the standards.
Yeah.
Like you're around wealth, abundance. It's just a high energy place. Whereas if you're going to, like I went to Mexico, which absolutely loved. There's some real good lads that live out there. You don't really see much like wealth there, right? It's I wouldn't say it's like poor, but over here you're just pushing yourself every day. And I think a lot of people like that. Obviously the tax reasons over here, a lot of people come here for that. But it's also like the network, the convenience. You literally order something and it's at your doorstep in 10 minutes. Like if you need some weighing scales,
exactly.
You're ordering it and Noom's dropped it off in 10 minutes.
100%, man. I think it takes a different mentality for a lot of people as well to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you see it a lot, and I know a lot of people are new to high ticket sales. They're already maybe in the game. A lot of people get sold this lifestyle of being in a country, a warm country, you know, taking 3 to 4 calls a day and making money from wherever they want. Yeah. And while that can be true to some extent, it's not the reality of the like the highest performers ultimately are the ones that are taking calls, you know, 6, 7, 8 times a day, locking in, really dedicating their time to their craft, getting better. And I feel like Dubai doesn't give you the room to just slack. It doesn't give you the room. You can't fake a lifestyle in Dubai, and it will call you out really quickly.
Yeah. On that as well, like if I was still working on the railway or in the army or in a factory, making like 2-3 grand a month, that's not enough to live out here. Like that's your rent. Do you know what I mean? So when you're out here, it makes you want to make more money to live a better lifestyle. But I'll clarify on that what you said. We do get, like when I first got into this space, I go and make 10 grand a month from anywhere you want, taking 2, 3, 4, 5 calls a day. You can actually do that, but when you're initially in for like the first 1 to 2 years, it's literally the more work that you can put in, the better skill you're going to get. Like I know guys who I'm friends with, they don't take a lot of calls, but it's because they're really, really good salespeople and they've got like a really good skill essentially. So because the skill's that good, if they want to take 3, 4, 5 calls a day on a higher ticket like mentorship, then they can. But for people just starting, you do need to like grind it out.
I think it's a transition that you go through as well, right? At the start when you're getting into the high ticket sales space, the beginner offers that you'll get on, a lot of them are B2C, lower ticket, so you do need to really pump out the volume of calls to get to the commissions that you want to make. Whereas like, you know, you're never going to jump into the space straight away 6 months in, land an offer where you're charging $25,000 per ticket. Like it just doesn't happen.
You can it's not impossible, but if you come in with the right expectations, which I never initially, I thought this was going to be a walk in the park, and I got found out quite quick. Like, fuck me, I'm not making money. I need to like get better here. I need to invest more money into coaching, better mentors so that I can put myself in a better position to make more money as well.
100% agree with that. And then obviously you see a lot of people with high ticket sales get the wrong idea of what it is, and for a lot of beginners on here as well, they don't really understand the concept of what it is you're actually doing. They see that you're taking calls online. They might think you're taking calls for like business owners and whatnot. You're trying to sell something online. They see an idea out there, or some people speak about high ticket sales but not really understand the context of it. And one thing I would clarify as well is like this industry is one of the biggest and fastest growing industries in the whole world. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry at this stage. The coaching space, the info space, the online industry, it's a creator economy that's ultimately growing year on year. The opportunity is massive. You see it every single year. There's someone new selling a new business idea, some coaching, some service, some consultancy, and they do not want to take calls for themselves. You're working with an actual business that needs your experience, needs your expertise, because one, they don't want to do it themselves. They don't have the time. They want to grow and scale and build their business, work on the business, not in the business. And two, they also, most of the time, business owners, like, they're not the best at sales as it stands anyway.
They don't have time. Like, they don't have time to be opening the calendar for 7-8 hours a day. But also, like, on paper, like, this was me, my experience on paper, I thought, all I need to do is turn up, take some calls, and, like, that's all I need to do. It's much more deeper than that. Like, you need to get a really high level skill. People who are on a really good offer but not that skilled can still print. But if you have like a really good offer and a high skill, like you can print a lot of cash as well.
To marry up so well. What in your experience in terms of like someone trying to break into this space, obviously for the first time, what would your like advice be? Almost, because I know that obviously you're someone that's consistently making high commissions, moved out to Dubai, creating a life for yourself. We've worked on a lot of different offers together. What would you advise to someone that's trying to break into the space?
Just don't be a virgin. Just fucking grab your balls and go for it. Like, that's the best thing to do. I hold my hands up. When I first got into it, I wasn't like, I thought it was going to be easy, so I just was like slacking, really. I was still going on holidays. I wasn't really focusing, paying attention. I wasn't being consistent. I think the very first step, what you have to do is like understand the industry. That'd take like 10 minutes to understand it by watching one YouTube video, Dustin Treller's YouTube channel. He can help you out with that. But number two, investing into a mentor. Like having someone who's in a position where you've actually made the money that you want to, and just learning from them, sponging off them. Like there's a mentor that I have at the moment. It's called Kurt. Shout out to Kurt. Like when I joined his, I was literally just studying his sales calls. Like, and most people from his mentorship would tell you that just watch the mentor sales calls, because that's what's helped them massively. So like getting an understanding of like how you mentor things, why he's asking questions, everything like that, and just going all in with it. Like studying, working on your health, working on your fitness, and then just going all in with the sales with a mentor. 100%.
The best thing you can do. It's like a step for a lot of people though, right? They're scared to invest in themselves, or they're fearful around taking the first step. But it's a first part of the journey, right? Like you need to keep in mind you're going to be asking people to invest into whatever you've got selling on the call, whether that's a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 program or product. If you can't invest into yourself and take that leap of faith and back yourself, you're never going to go through the journey of what it actually feels like to be on the other end of the conversation. Therefore, you're never actually going to be as good as you truly could be.
Yeah, mate, it's just like making them uncomfortable decisions yourself as well. Like even setting up residency and visa here. I had a call with a guy and I was like, fuck, like this is another high expense. Like I don't really want to spend this.
Yeah.
But you have to do it, like if you want to get to that next level as well. Even last night, like when we were talking about it, I was on a call with a guy, and I think it was 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Man, I was sitting there trying to get to sleep. Yeah. 2 hours on the call. I'm sitting there next door. You're objection handling. Yeah. I can hear objection handling. So much fear from the guy.
Yeah. But it's not even like objection handling for me to make money, right? Yeah. Because you, like everyone knows, you're detached from the outcome. You don't have the commission breath or anything like that. But when you've had a good discovery with a guy and like you generally feel like this can help him, and you're like, mate, you just need to get out of your own way. Yeah. You got to do everything that you can to help him get out of his own way. So that guy there, I was objection handling for a good, like, I'd say over an hour. It was like over an hour. You were listening to it as well. Yeah. Just so much fear. Like really good guy, so much fear. Ended up getting him in. In my mind, I knew, okay, he really wants to do this. He's just holding himself back. If we let him go off the call and overthink it, start second guessing, speaking to whoever, and they start giving doubts, like what people do, all around the world, he wouldn't have come back, and then he'd be back in a 9 to 5 for the rest of his life. Yeah. And then I'd give him a disservice. Yeah. So you got to like round all that up. By you investing into yourself, into a mentor, no one wants to do that. Like it's uncomfortable. Like no one wants to spend thousands of pounds or dollars on anyone. But if you want to like make the money that you want to and help the people that you want to, you have to as well.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. It's a part of the process. It's funny that you mentioned that as well in terms of like helping them, like overcoming their own fears. I feel like it's something it's a big thing for a lot of people, especially in the UK. Trying to make that first step.
Do you think there is like a massive mindset difference between like, because this is a thing you see on Instagram all the time, but you've obviously got UK people like us, and then you've got like the US guys as well, obviously everyone else, but like US compared to UK, do you think there is a different mentality?
There is a different mentality. I feel like specifically people in the UK, they're very programmed and conditioned not to take a risk compared to US. It's, like we're speaking to people from the US sometimes, they've got 40k in credit cards, they're like 20 years old.
Mate, I love a US lead.
Like, and the mentality, the business funding they get, like the mentality is totally different. They're much more prone to actually investing, starting a business, taking a leap of faith. It's not the same in the UK, and unfortunately it's just a society that
it's the way that we've been brought up.
It's the way that we've been brought up.
That's what it is.
it's ultimately, it's hard for people to realise that that's the way that the society is, that the society is that they're in, until they step out of that. But here's the thing, it's like, how would they ever know, right? Because they're in the UK, they've been in the UK since they've grown up. They have these big dreams of moving abroad and going to different places. How will you ever go abroad and move, experience a different culture? Well, yeah, sure, you could go and find a job working somewhere else. It's like, that's not the reality for most people. The first step that you should be taking is gaining a skill set that can give you the ability to make money, to be able to experience the different reality, different culture, different places. I feel like it is a massive difference, right? Like UK, US.
For me, like, one thing, and I've seen this, someone said this ages ago, and I was like, that actually makes sense. Like a light bulb moment for me. The US boys, like, if they let's say if one of them built a business, he would be sharing it with all of his friends. Like, everyone will be encouraging him. Everyone will be like, yeah, I want to get around him. He'd be like getting all of his friends on board. He'd be putting everybody on. Whereas with the UK, like, I've got some really good close friends at home that I speak to about sales and everything, and like, they want me to do well. And we've got a good relationship. But like, other people are just, and it's the way we've been brought up. They just either get like jealous, they just want to know how much money you make, then they just want to like talk like bad about you. And I think that's the main difference between like the US and the UK. Like, the US want to encourage people to do well. They've got that sort of like entrepreneur mindset, and then the UK is a little bit more like a victim mindset. I will say what I find as well is the UK people that actually step out their comfort zone, grab the balls and just go for it. I find that UK closes are better.
Way better. 100%.
I've always, like, you always see UK guys like doing really well.
Yeah, it's because I've been on experience to first hand, obviously led and managed different teams, and I've been on different offers in the UK and the US. And even in the US, you see the offers in the US, and there's a lot of US closers, a lot of UK closers. The ones at the top of the leaderboard are always the ones from the UK.
There is some good US closers as well, like, don't get me wrong. But that's another thing too, it's like, everybody prefers to be on a US offer, even though it's different hours. Like, over here, we work until 3 a.m, starting at like 4 or 5 p.m, you know, different time zone. But I'd much rather be on a US offer where people are willing to step out the comfort zone and speak to like the UK boys.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's we obviously see it because we can speak to different cultures, different people. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to do that in the UK. If you're working a 9 to 5 job, like, you're speaking to your boss, you're speaking to Joe coming in to buy a car or buy something over the phone. It's still in the UK. You don't realise it until you've actually spoke to people from different cultures. But it's dangerous as well when you think about it, because you don't realise it. You don't realise that that's happening to the people that you're speaking to, and that's the kind of mindset they have. But and oftentimes that's a lot of the mindset that most people have as well.
Like, definitely.
Around investing in themselves, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like, if we go back to what we were talking about, the very first thing, like moving up to Dubai, that's it. It's like, you're getting out of the, like, what you already know. You're getting out of what's comfortable. Like, I could easily just stay at home. Like, Carlisle's probably the cheapest place in the UK to live. Like, I could stay there and just stay in the comfort zone. But then when you put yourself out of that, same with like what we talk about investing with yourself, when you move out as well, naturally I feel like you just make more money, you get better opportunities. Like, it's the way that the universe works.
100%. You know? It's also in terms of like taking that first step, in terms of like stepping out, it takes a different mentality, it takes a different mindset to go out and make it happen. I'm not saying everyone has to, but I know that there's a lot of people out there that have that fire inside them. I'm sure you did as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, they have the fire inside them that wants more, desires more. You just need to act on that. The faster you can act on that, the more action you can take and actually build proof that you are who you are a person.
Exactly. Everyone's got the nice ideas, but you got to act on it. You mentioned obviously like we had the fire when we started. What was the moment for you? Because I remember for me, I had a very specific moment, and obviously that's what got us into sales. What was a moment for you where you're like, okay, I don't want to work corporate anymore, because you were in car sales? When was the moment you're like, hey, I don't want to work in car sales anymore, I'm going to like transition into high ticket sales?
It's a good question. So I've been in sales since I was like 16. It's all I've ever known, right? And I always looked for I had like a shiny object syndrome. I would look at the job titles on Indeed and I'd be like, man, all the best paid jobs are sales jobs, right? So I was like, let me jump into sales, because I don't need a degree, I don't need anything at all. I can go out there and make money.
You watch Wolf of Wall Street, you're like, that's why you got into sales.
Yeah, that's I know. I watched it. It's like, I'm not fucking leaving. No, it was. To be fair, that's my favourite movie. Innit? It's you do watch it and you get a bit of inspiration from that.
Yeah.
Sales. It's a different environment. I come from like a sports background as well. I played professional football when I was younger, so I feel like when you can take that into it's the same environment. It's a competitive environment. But for me, it was. I would get into sales. Obviously, I seen the amount of money you could make in terms of what was advertised out there. I ended up working in different industries, selling cars, selling insurance, selling gas and electrics, selling windows, right, the lot.
What windows?
What windows? What windows? Hello, is that what windows? Oh my God.
If you haven't seen White Gold, watch it. You'll know what we're on about.
So good. No, you go, it's sales jobs, right? You're like, let me go work in a sales job because they get paid more, right?
Yeah.
I made good money, but it got to a stage where I worked my way up being a sales manager at a car dealership. I was like 21 years old, worked my way up, and was there 2 years in being a sales manager. Technically, I was good on paper, right, making like 50, 60k a year. And at the end of each month, I was like, mate, I literally have like 300 quid to my name. Literally have like 300, 400 quid to my name. Nothing to lean back on. I was at the time living with my partner at the time, 2-bedroom apartment, didn't have a family, just average cars. I was living an average life. It's like something just clicked to me. I was like, surely this is not the rest of my life. I can't be living the rest of my life like this. There's more out there. And I would always see people making money online, and I'd always question like, how do they do it? And I'd be the guy that's trying everything themselves. Started try a drop shipping business, tried to get into property myself, no experience, winging it, wasting fucking years and wasting all my time. I was like, stumbled across high ticket sales, and I was like, what actually is this? Obviously for me then it was doing a bit more research, and I was confident in my sales skills. I was obviously in sales prior, but when you get into that industry you realise that there's a higher level of skill required to do well.
Definitely.
Most sales jobs are, now from experience again, if you're in a sales job in the UK, you're not a salesperson, you are an order taker. That's all you are. You do not have the real skill set to be able. Mate, all they are order takers.
Yeah.
Literally car sales, you're going on, you're just going out speaking to people, numbers game, order taker, whoever speaks to the most people get the most deals. It's like, you there's no skill set required whatsoever. Most salespeople, this is the thing.
Just having conviction in it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And that's the thing, is like, you can do well in high ticket sales with pure hunger and drive, but you do need to have a skill set.
Yeah.
The problem for a lot of people is, like me, I was in the right industry, sales, but I was in the wrong vehicle. I was in an industry that had a cap. I was getting paid like £10 to £15 per car I sold. Like, you can make most of your money on selling additional products like warranties and guarantees and paint protection, all that.
Well, that's what you got. So if you sold a car, you're getting.
Yeah. So if you got a car, if you sold a car, go in brackets, right? If you sold a car, like anything from like 0 to like 10 units, you'd get like £15 per unit.
No
so you'd sell 10 cars, and get paid like 150 quid for selling 10 cars. But like the more you sell, the higher the bracket. So the higher the per higher amount.
Okay.
But,
so if you sold more, you get like higher commissions.
Yeah, if you sold more, you get more commissions. You made most of your money selling most of your money was selling paint protection, tire cover, a tire and alloy cover, and that kind of stuff. And then you would again rack up as much commissions as you can selling units. But even at that, mate, you're making like, I was a sales manager making 50, 60k a year. Like, you see guys that...
You see that in Carlisle, like, that's life-changing money for a lot of people in Carlisle.
Yeah, that's what...
But like, when you think about that, now it's like...
Mate, we see that people making 100k a month, 50k a month.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing, it's like, you see people at 18, 19, 20 doing 100k per month.
It's crazy, man. Honestly, the industry's mad. But again, it's the wrong vehicle, right? They're in the wrong vehicle. So I was like, right, cool. I'm seeing all these guys make 10, 20, 30k a month. I'm like, I can do it. I've done sales. Let me just learn the industry. Let me get myself amongst the right people that can give me the right opportunities as well. Because a lot of the time, it's about who you know inside the space.
Yeah, definitely. That's why like being in communities is good.
Yeah.
Like job offers, like opportunities I've had now, all of them are just through like referrals or like people saying, hey, he's looking for an offer, they're looking for a closer, just putting you onto it. That's why you can't you can. I don't want to put any bad beliefs on anyone, but you're better to invest into a coach and someone who like knows what they're doing. Someone who knows what the
but invest into a coach that knows what they're doing, because see the amount of Instagram reels I see out there, Jesus.
Some of them are quite cringe. Like I try not to spend too much time on Instagram, because a lot of people will just watch the reels, try implement that into the call, and it's a load of BS really. We had this conversation yesterday, right? And we were saying sales, a lot of people get caught up in the frameworks, in the scripts, in like what to say. I should have asked this question, or she's not going to close because like I didn't ask a why now question. Yeah. Like that's the wrong intention. Like, and that was me for 18 months. Yeah. Honestly, that was me like trying to just do frameworks and everything. But honestly, if I look at my calls now, it's probably not like a framework. Well, it is a framework, but it's not like following a script word for word. It's more so just like having a conversation, like just getting them out of their own way, just understanding the person, and like just having conviction. Like, people buy from you, they don't buy from the business or the product or whatever. You're the person who's like selling them, and if you're just like reading off a script or like memorizing a script, it's not even like a real conversation. Like, I've been closing deals just from like, I haven't been doing future pace or cost of inaction or anything. I'm just like getting them out of their own way.
Yeah, for those people that are maybe like new to it, like again, what I feel like is important is when you're starting off in the industry, it's important to have a script.
So yeah,
follow it, but it's not like you're reading a script word for word, right? Because this is what I see a lot of people, they break into the industry, right? But if you don't know anything about like how to handle a like, you can't really jump on a call and just be like, hey, this is what we like. Yeah. This is what we do.
The judging you in the first 10 seconds as well. You got to know your shit. You got to like.
You know what the main objective on the call is. Like, for you, the main, again, there's a framework you should follow. The main thing is they're on your call. They want help. Your job is to find out how you can help. You can't help them if you don't understand what they actually want in the first place. Get really clear on it. You know, what they're doing just now, what they don't like about what they're doing just now, build some pain and problem awareness through your questioning. Again, you need to have the right questioning. I'm not saying ask every question as you see it on a script, right? But like when you're first starting off, you just need to have a framework to go off. But
definitely.
It's problem awareness, pain points. That the deal's really built on urgency. I feel like a lot of people struggle with just creating urgency in conversations. You'll get a lot of offers that are easier to sell on because the marketing's obviously been dialed in. Yeah, definitely. But like if you do get on an offer where you're required to have more skill set, like the urgency part is important. It's massive. What would you say, like for you, like why would you say most closers struggle when they first come in, and what do you feel like is like stops them from hitting the commissions they would want to hit?
And I got this from a mentor again, but just not being aggressive towards your goals. And I wasn't when I first started. Just like didn't really take it serious. Like I've seen closers now join what we're in July. They've joined January this year. They're doing 50k per month. Yeah. Just massive aggression towards the goals, like understanding the reason why. I think the biggest challenge closers are facing is what closers will tell you is they're on a shit offer. And they're like, hey, I just need on a better offer, but they get on a better offer, they get kicked off. And trust me, that's been me. I've been on good offers and I've not performed and I've been kicked off. I've been on bad offers that I haven't performed because it's a shit offer as well. But the biggest challenge that they've got is just, if I look at my experience, a massive thing that plays into it is, the frameworks, the scripts of what to say, how to say it and everything, but more so the way that you're showing up. Like for me, if I was on an offer, let's say I had a really good week, and then the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I maybe didn't close a deal. That would bleed into my Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like every other day. So like getting in my own head and being like, shit, I'm going to get fired. I'm going to be out of pocket here. I'm not going to make an income. I'm going to have to look for a new offer. Now, if I don't close in a day, it's just like, whatever. This is part of the journey. Just detach, regulate myself. Like, okay, I couldn't help people today. Tomorrow's a new day. I'll go again. And just being able to regulate yourself. And I think for a lot of closers, because this has been me, just really massively getting into their own head. That's what I always say as well, right? Is the best closers are the ones that are always the most emotionally stable, right? Like they don't have the highest highs and the lowest lows and get in their own head about it. Obviously, I've managed and coached like hundreds of reps at this point. It's like
like you see the patterns, and the ones that are always like the most stable emotionally are the ones that are always most consistent.
Yeah.
The one thing for me I spend a lot of time on is having these conversations with salespeople, right? They have one good week, and then like in the back of my head I can see them, you know, getting too excited, getting too emotionally attached to being on the high, and then the next week it's just like I'm already expecting it, that they just slump.
And mate, we're saying this as well, not like, we're saying this from experience, because this has been me as well. Like
exactly.
I've probably took like a long time to get to my commission goals, and obviously I'm not like happy where I'm at. Well, I am happy, shall I say, but I know that I can keep raising it and keep making more and more and more, and like obviously live a better life. But we're saying this from our experience. Like I've been the guy, you know, I remember when we were on an offer, I think I went 9 calls back to back when you were managing it, and I remember at the time I just 9 calls back to back, didn't close the deal, went downstairs, laid down on the couch, stared at the ceiling. I was like, this is it. I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm either getting kicked off the offer, I'm shit at sales, I'll just go back on the railway making $3,000 a month, $3,500 a month. The next day we got on a call and you're like, mate, I don't care if you don't close, like you got to regulate yourself, you got to detach, you got to like go again today sort of thing. And then the next day I closed 3 deals. And I was like, okay, sweet, I'm the best salesman in the world.
I'm back,
get me on Wolf of Wall Street, I can close anyone. And then the next day it's like, you may not close, but it's a lot of averages, isn't it?
Part of the game, innit? Yeah. The only thing you can focus on your skill set at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And being emotionally stable as well. Sales is just literally the closest profession you'll be into personal development, right?
I think for me, like when I got in the space, when we go back to like, was there a moment? I remember, and a lot of people that are working a job will resonate with this. Me and my pals went to Ibiza for like 4 nights. I think it was probably our first time or second time in Ibiza. If you've been, you know what Ibiza's like. It's like the best island in the planet. Came back home, me and my best friend, we went for a Nando's. Obviously, back at work the next day. We're like, there's more to life than this. And probably a lot of people have had these conversations, like, there's more to life than this. Like
slagging Nando's.
Yeah. I was like, we can't just go for a 4-day holiday.
Chicken ever done to you, bro?
What's that?
What's that chicken ever done to you, man?
What do you mean?
Slagging the chicken, man.
I'm not slagging the chicken off your desk. So we went for a Nando's. We're like, there's not more to life to having a Nando's, more to life than going to Ibiza and then coming home and going back to work and answering to a boss.
Aye.
So we're like, there's got to be another way. And that was like the shift for me. It was like, I can't just go on holiday, save up, go blow it all, and come back, go to work, answer to a boss. So funnily enough, that was like 2-3 years ago. Like now he's got like a successful property company. And he coaches people as well. And obviously I'm in high ticket sales as well. So none of us really have a boss that we answer to. We've both left our 9 to 5. And that was like the shift for me. I remember it clear as day. He'll probably remember that clear as day as well. But yeah, fun times to look back on.
It's a clicking point in your head when you.
It is, mate. It definitely is. It's like.
Why would you say most people quit? Like, why would you say? And that's like, I mean, quit on their goals. Like, why would you say most people quit on their goals?
Because they don't have and I know it's all Tony Robbins sort of goal setting and everything, but they don't have a clear reason why. Like, they're just doing it for the money. They're doing it for making the 10 grand per month. Then once they know it's hard, they're like, okay, let me go try trading. Let me just like trade, copy some trades, and then that doesn't work, then they'll go try something else. It's like everyone will say this. Everyone that's successful will say this. Just stick with one business model and go for it. Most people get 6 months in, like, this isn't what I thought it would be. This is actually a lot harder than what I thought.
Yeah, I can remember when I was breaking into this space, I was literally like working, trying to get on a like really good offer. It took me about 7-8 months to get on a good offer, because I was again learning, trying to.
Oh mate, I've been on some awful offers.
Yeah.
Some terrible offers, but I've been on some really good ones as well.
Yeah.
How important do you think it is? Like, because a lot of people say you need to be highly skilled to then get on a good offer, which is true, definitely true. Good offers aren't going to take on awful sales reps. But how important do you feel like it is to get on a good offer when it comes to your income?
Massive. It's one of the biggest things to make the commission that you want to make, right? Like, I've been on offers that charge upwards of, like, again, 50k tickets and whatnot. Like, you can go and jump on and take 3 calls, 4 calls, and you've made more than most people would, like, taking 10 calls a day for a week. That obviously plays into it. but again, that skill set plays into it, right? You need to have the skill set to be able to to be on those offers.
And be in the right rooms.
Exactly.
Be in the right communities.
This is the thing that I think the high-tech sales space like is missing to some extent, is like they miss teaching people how to actually be people and have conversations that are beyond just this, you know, you've heard all the identity-based selling, 2.0, 1.0 and that kind of stuff, like, cool. But like, if you want to get on a 25k ticket offer, 50k ticket offer,
it's a different conversation.
Different conversation. You're speaking to a human being. Level. You need to have a business intellect. You need to understand how to have conversations with business owners. You need to understand how businesses work to be able to rise to their level and have an actual intellectual conversation. But that's further down the line. You start to build more skills. You start to, you know, get yourself in the right rooms, you know, learning from people that are having those types of conversations, and then you can put yourself in a position to then really land that type of offer as well. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen a lot of closers that I've managed as well. They, like, when I've been on B2B offers, managing B2B offers, and I've had closers that are absolutely shit, like ass, right? They're like closing, they're not closing, right? And then, but I can see them doing the work. I can see them trying. I can see them putting the work in. And then obviously sometimes I'll put them onto a different offer, and immediately, piff. So I feel like people do chase for the best offers, but it's a stage in your journey. You cannot jump on an offer where it's like 25k ticket, 50k ticket if you don't have the skill set or the experience.
Yeah, I think if I add on to that, I think it's hard when you're interviewing for an offer. It's hard to fully understand. You get an intuition feeling. You can ask some other close and everything, but it's hard to understand like what that offer's going to be like until you actually get in and start seeing. Now, for me, if I look back at my journey, I've wasted a lot of time sticking around on an offer that isn't that good, but I really loved the team and wasn't going to scale. I knew deep down it wasn't going to scale. Really, I've like sacrificed my goals because I like the environment, I like the team, I want to stay and try scale with them. But in my opinion, like if you get on an offer and you see that it's bad, I wouldn't just offer hop. I wouldn't just say like, hey, just keep hopping around, because that's something what I've done and it definitely doesn't serve you. Yeah. Definitely say do as much research as you possibly can. Try speak to some closers, see how much they're making, see what the environment's like. But if you really don't like it, what's the point in wasting time and sticking around on it? Because there will be an offer out there that is better suited for you as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've obviously managed a lot of offers as well, so you have like a criteria what you look for in a closer.
That's someone.
So you how many people have you interviewed, would you say, like over the past 1 to 2 years?
Don't know, man. Close to like, I would say honestly, close to like 2 years, 500 people. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you like the offer that I jumped on where you were managing, where I hit my like first 10k a month.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago. Yeah. That'll be 2 years ago in this like roundabout now, won't it? Yeah. So you've been managing for quite a while. What separates a good closer and a bad closer, do you think, after interviewing all them people?
Again, I'll look for emotionally stable people, right? I look for people that are like emotionally stable, that don't get too caught up in their feelings. They can take direct feedback as well. A lot of the time I feel like closers get caught on to, again, frameworks and whatnot as well. I don't really care about that. I just care about how proactive are you. I don't want to have to tell you to update your fucking end of the day report. I don't want to have to tell you to update your call outcome, right? The closers that are the best are the ones that are always proactively doing stuff, right? And for me, when I look back to it as well, when I was in the best offers, before I even take calls, I would jump in and be like, mate, I'm going through everyone's pipeline, man. Last 60 days, like there's messages in there in the pipeline and the CRM, like of prospects that are looking to get in, and they're like not getting replied to. I'm like, bro, I'm hammering this, man. I'm closing these deals. I was like, I don't care who's had these deals or spoke to these people. Proactive, right? I'm proactive, always looking to go a step above, make my own pre-call process, right? Like to make my sales process easier.
Like recording personalised names and everything.
I'm looking for someone that's proactive. I'm looking for someone that takes initiative, that takes full accountability, that doesn't blame bullshit. If you're blaming, if you're externalising, like I can spot that on a call as well, just by the conversation that you're having, the initial interview. That's the kind of things I look for most, in all honesty. Yeah. But again, it's a process, right? You can take them through the process. I don't really care too much about skill set. I can always teach the skill set.
It's a person, isn't it? How they show up.
Yeah. But like skill set is important. I feel like a lot of people just like, it's all mindset, it's state, right? Because one person can have a skill set and they can focus too much on saying the right things, and they have the wrong mindset, and they then get bogged down. Oh, I didn't say this, I didn't do that, and it fucks their state, fucks their calls.
Yeah.
Like, whereas you have someone that doesn't have really the most dialed skill set, but is just like, I'm just emotionally stable, I'm convinced in myself, and has conversations, and they're the ones that print, right?
Yeah.
So
it's funny because when I first started, it was I just thought you just got to have the skill, and yeah, you can just have the skill and print a lot of cash. I know that there's a lot of people with really good skill that print, but I remember I was on an offer with a sales manager, and he's a good friend, Valentine, and he, before like we even done any sales training, he was like, telling us to work on our state, like telling us to do things to improve our state, and I'm like, what? Like I couldn't fathom it in my mind. Like, what's he talking about? Like, is he like lost his mind or something like that? And he got us like to do things that was gonna, like, in between calls, improve our state, and like pre-call state checklists and stuff like that. And then I just started closing deals, and then that's when I realized, okay, it's not just skill. It's about like how you show up, how you think, how you feel. Like, let's say if you have a bad day, you know, me, when you used to manage me, 2 years ago, I was probably a complete different person. Yeah. Like, I was in my own head all the time. I was probably angry if someone gave me an objection. I'd be fuming. Yeah. I want to rip his head off.
They're like, what do you need to think about? I'm like, no, it's something, you get it, but sometimes if you have like 6 calls back to back, and then you're like, I know, think about it, man.
And then the last call turns, will be like, fuck, man, I best close this one because I haven't. And then you give an objection. I remember, oh my God, do you remember that call where there was this guy, he's from Kent. I was in the army, I was in Kent, and like, if anyone's from Kent, apologies, but like the place where I was in Chatham, like, they're all like Dell boys, like they just thought they knew everything. So this guy was coming on, giving me, I've been wanting to do this for a while, blah, blah. So challenging throughout the call, and as soon as it was time to pay, he like gave me some BS.
I called him out on it.
Yeah, BS objection. And I just started like scratching my head, like, this is my last call. I haven't closed calls all day. I didn't even objection handle him. He ended up hanging up because I think I was such a dick on the call. And then you were like, mate, you can't speak to people like that, because I think I said to him, like, mate, are you taking the piss? Like, after everything we've talked about, like, are you really fucking serious right now? And then that was 2 years ago, but now it's just like, I am. Sometimes
I remember speaking to you about that. In fact, that you were bringing up, I was like, why do you think you spoke to that person like that? He's like, I don't know. I was like, maybe because it was the 7th call.
Maybe because he had 6 calls and didn't close anyone, and like I had the commission breath. When really, like, I should have helped the person, but
it's when you first break into the industry though, right? It's a learning curve, and I feel like for you went through that full journey of like state, being emotionally in control, and you realise that as well. It's easy for me to tell in all honesty when a rep is bad for the business, because whenever I do give them feedback, they get defensive, right? You can feel that kind of like defensiveness coming in. It's like, no, I didn't do that, I don't do that. Like, okay, cool, I'm just giving you feedback here.
I used to hate feedback, to be fair.
I'm just giving you feedback.
I'd get defensive. But,
because it's what you say. It's just like what you're saying just now, right? If I'm doing something wrong, a lot of times I don't know I'm doing it wrong. Only someone else that has more experience or that's looking from the outside can tell you what's going on. Like, you might think you're doing the best on calls, and I might look at your calls and be like, bro, you're missing this, you're missing that, you're missing that. Like,
because you're that defensive, you don't even listen. It's like you got your blinkers on.
Yeah, and it's like, again, about that emotional stability of reps that do well. You went through that full journey. Yeah,
because for me, I used to see people, I'm like, I know that I can close better than him, but why is he making 2-3x my income?
Yeah.
But that's like the thing. It's like, I wouldn't say it's so much ego. It's probably just more like not really. And I think it's maybe came from the military, because I was like 5 years in, and like now, when like fast forward once I left, and when someone told me what to do, I was like, fuck, it feels like I'm in the army again. And
do you know, it's funny that you're saying this, because for a lot of people that are watching this, you're saying about, I'm not making as much commissions as this person or this person. You're comparing yourself to people that are,
of course you are,
further ahead, right? But the commissions that you make is more. You make more in a month than most people make in a year working in the UK.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's one thing that you forget about as well when you are in that journey. To be grateful for where you are. Comparing yourself to other people, and obviously they're making some people like 40, 50k, 100k a month and being on the right offer. Again, it's like it's so true what you say about comparing yourself to other people. I feel like a lot of people that are watching this, maybe starting off, they compare themselves to the wrong people. Like, who are you comparing yourself to? Are you comparing yourself to Joe next door that drives about in a Golf R and revs it and works in in Tesco's and
goes to Burger King drive-thru.
Tesco's petrol station, man, and buys those, gets a Go Farm Finance and pays, isn't able to put fuel in it. Or are you comparing yourself to types of people that are making the 20, 30, 40, 50k a month?
Also, though, there's going to be people who come into the space and they're going to get to like your goals a lot quicker than you as well.
Yeah.
Still, like, if you compare yourself to that, because that was me, it's like,
why
he's been in space less. Why is he making more money than me? Oh, it must be the offer. It's nothing wrong with me. You know, I'm perfect at sales. Like, but you have to put that ego to the side. Just like you want to focus on yourself. It comes back to your state. It's the frequency you're operating on. It's not so much like working on your mindset or anything, but it's the law. It's a universal law. Like your frequency and everything. If you're operating out of fear, guilt, jealousy, shame, then that's what you're going to attract. If you're operating from like abundance, you know, acceptance and desire and whatnot, high frequency states, and you attract more. You attract better leads. You attract better offers. You attract more money. You attract a better life as well. Yeah,
for sure. It's the universal law. It's so important. A lot of people don't spend too much time on it. For me, I've always been someone that's envisioned myself to be the person that I already know I am, before I am that person, and taking the actions, thinking the way that person is, embodying that version of himself. Like, realistically speaking, you have to think about the decisions that you guys make when you're trying to break into a new space or you're trying to hit new goals, right? You're looking to make an investment into yourself. Right, cool. You want to make 20, 30k a month. You're getting asked to make an investment of $10,000 into yourself here. See the version of you that's making 20, 30k a month. How do you think they would view that 10k investment? They wouldn't view it as it's all my savings, it's all I'm ever going to make, I'm never going to make this money back. They would view that as a drop in the ocean, because they know they're going to make 30, 40k a month.
They view that as like 10k now in 12 months. Let's say you make 10k investment right now, and if we get on another call in 12 months and you've got 200 grand sat in your bank account because you're making 20 grand a month, like, would it be worth it? Of course it would.
I think for me, the biggest thing is, like, again, I was talking about emotional stability. I've always been someone that's emotionally stable in every aspect, and people that know me will know as well. They'll say, like, guy's just a level, mate. He's just
boring bastard.
Boring bastard. Let's still do just the same stuff every day. And I just look at a bunch of looms, just look at a bunch of retards, to be fair, on looms, and it's predominantly what's going on.
Now that, like, because we've done it from the other side, where you're recording a loom and you send it to a business owner. A loom video is just like a introduction video. But now that, like, I've been with you and we've been watching other people's looms, it's quite quite funny to see your competition as a closer and a setter, you know, because there's a lot of people getting into the space, but there's also a lot of people that can't record a 90-second video with conviction and confidence. I said to you, like, when we were looking at the looms, I don't care what they're saying. I just care about, like, you, because you're managing it. Like, we don't care what they're saying. We don't care the words that are coming out of their mouth. It's how they're showing up. It's how they're staring right at the camera. Are they fidgeting? Are they, like, scratching their head like that?
First thing I'm doing is I'm jumping across to their Instagram, checking their profile, seeing if they've got a girlfriend. If she's a 2 out of 10 and and she's fat, mate, I'm blocking them straight away and never reaching out to them ever again.
Are you blocking the closer?
Blocking the closer, man. It's definitely.
Because if you can't
close a girlfriend, a good girlfriend, dialed girlfriend,
it's at least a 6.
You can't close any deals, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Sorry to say.
Especially without shape. Remember, like, we were laughing yesterday. I was showing you photos when I last came to Dubai to come see you 2 years ago. Mate, I was fat as fuck. No wonder I was making fuck all. Like, no wonder I wasn't hitting my commission goals, because I was fat. I was like 98 kg. Don't get me wrong, I'm still working on the physique now, and I'm going to be shredded for IB
totally different from that
in 2 months. We looked at the photo and I showed Ryan yesterday. He's like, fuck me, mate, you're a complete different person.
That's crazy, honestly.
That's another thing, like, your standards. Having high standards, like, that's why I wasn't making any money. I was just, like, not really taking it serious.
Yeah, it's the standards that you raise, because you raise standards for yourself. But I always say you can't. Your standards are always they'll always be in alignment with the version that you see yourself as, right? If you see yourself as a version of, you know, like the Caden that's making 50k a month, then you're going to start to and constantly view yourself as that person every day, you're going to start to create habits and patterns in your life that will create standards in accordance of that version. It's just a lot of people view themselves as the lesser version of themselves.
Definitely.
Therefore, they always
I know
drop their standards.
Now that I've I will have lost 15 kg since then, 14 maybe, whatever. Now when I see someone if you're interviewing someone, you weighing up the person, how they look, how they show up. Like, imagine me back then, 98 kg, fat as fuck, hopping on an interview. Like, I'm surprised you actually hired me.
Mate, I just knew about it in terms of you and
you just knew
your mindset.
He's a fatty, but he's going to make a killer because he's from Carlisle.
I was like, he's going to come in and crush it, man. This guy's
I'll get him in shape and then he'll start slinging some deals.
Guy's just going to eat all my prospects, man.
He'll eat them alive. At least he can finish his dinner, so he's going to finish an objection handle.
True. Nah.
He's going to go for seconds.
He's going to go for seconds, man. He's never going to miss a follow-up him. Oh, jeez. No, mate, I just knew, like, initially having a conversation, like your personality and the type of person you were. But I would tell people I trust my intuition with all of these things. I would tell a lot of people to trust their intuition with anything they're seeing online. Like, you'll see people for who they are naturally. Like, and I see some people I see on Instagram just now, like, posting, and it's like, I don't even want to say stuff, but like, just some amount of bullshit that's it's crazy.
And do you know what? Like, if I can interrupt there, like, I've met a lot of people. So when I was out in Mexico and there was probably about 10 closers, and we were like working through the day, we were having food all night. It was actually unreal. Everyone was a good lad. Like, everybody was bang on, brand new, really good lads that I still speak to now, like good friends. But other people, like, you see them on Instagram, then you meet them in person, they're complete different. Like, they can't string a sentence together.
Yeah.
Like, they can't, if you see them, like, they don't seem as confident because they're not behind the laptop and they're not, like, recording content. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's another thing. Like, I fell into the trap of seeing an ad online, 10k a month, in the next 3 months. If not, you get your money back, and, you don't really have to do much. Like, that's a lot. I think now, though, we're moving more toward a wave that I see a lot of people calling other high ticket closers out for doing that sort of shit. I think now people sort of set their expectations that it's not easy. It can be if you're really good, but if you come in with the right expectation, I think for me as well, like, whoever knows me personally knows that I just take the piss out of everything. Like, they know that life I don't really take serious. I always have a laugh, but one thing I needed to do was take my goals serious, which I do now. But, like, fucking enjoy yourself as well. Don't just lock yourself away. Go out for food. Like, me and you, we went out for food last night. Go enjoy yourself. The money that you're making, don't just hold on to it. Like, that's why we make it, to live these experiences as well.
So live a good life. Set an example for. I like to obviously set an example for others in terms of, like, you've came, like, from a background similar to me, which is why we resonate. Pretty much, we had nothing. Like, when you think about it, small town in Carlisle, small town in Motherwell in Scotland. Like, growing up for me, it's, I didn't have anything. Like, and I would always set an example to other people. I was like, you can create the life that you want to create. You just need to go out there, back yourself, take the action that you know you need to take, and you can have the life. You can live in Dubai, you can live and travel remotely, work from your laptop, do what you want. But you need to make that decision. You need to make that decision to draw that line in the sand and go, do you know what? From this day forth, I'm not accepting anything less. And I remember I made that decision. I was on holiday in Tenerife when it was like 4 years ago, and I was like, I'm not getting out my room until I figured this out and I can find a way out. It's just a lot of people don't make that decision.
You've got seasons, haven't you?
Yeah.
Seasons of locking yourself away. I remember for me, because you see, like, the monk mode online, and I was like, right, fuck it.
Remember that was like 3 years ago?
Yeah, monk mode, So I, like, invest into this mentorship. Didn't take it serious, went on holiday, came back, like, right, okay, I'm monk mode, I'm not doing anything, I'm just waking up, going to the gym, fucking whatever. Mate, like, after 3-4 months of that, whenever, like, I seen someone, I couldn't string a sentence together because I was just locked in my room, just speaking to people on Zoom. I wasn't, like, socialising as well. I wasn't, like, doing things I enjoy. I wasn't, like, going out for food. I wasn't, like, just even speaking to people in the gym. I had, like, real, I wouldn't say anxiety, but because I was just locking myself away, I couldn't really string a sentence together.
It's because you're just focused so much as well. You obviously need to interact with people, like, go out, enjoy your life. It's finding that balance.
Travel to new places as well.
I feel like you obviously need to go through that lock-in season, At this stage of my life, I would probably say it's the most congruent place I've been in my life. I don't do work that I don't want to do. I do work because I actually want to do it. And when you can do it from that place, everything just seems effortless. For me, it's, again, like you, for example, like you're out in Dubai closing, slinging deals, and it's not like you're constantly locked away in your laptop. You're enjoying yourself.
Like, we haven't, like, it's what, 3 nights since I've been here. I won't say we've been working hard. We've just been like enjoying ourselves. But then there will be a time where it's like, okay, Caden's came in, now we settled in, let's like lock in again and work hard. But even still, it's like, because you built up that skill set, because you're in the right rooms, in the right environments, you've built like the foundation, you built like a good skill so that you can obviously enjoy yourself. But when you're starting out, you do need to lock in.
This skill set, no one will ever be able to take away from you. You have literally the ability to turn random conversations into money. And that is the most.
That's all it is.
Valuable.
Conversation.
That's all it is. It's just you being a person.
It's a conversation.
Knowing how to ask the right questions. Where do you see the high ticket sales space like in the next 5 years? Where do you see it heading?
I don't know. I think it's. You see people talk about it online. From when we started, like prospects, leads, they definitely are a lot different. Yeah. Because they understand what it is. They're more aware. Whereas apparently, like 5-8 years ago, when it was just coming like a thing, or however long it's been out there, apparently like prospects were just I wouldn't say oblivious, but they were just really excited to get into the space, and apparently loads of them it was an easier sell. I think in the next 5 years it'll just be more prospects who will be becoming aware. Probably have to change the way that we sell a little bit, because the way that I sell now is completely different to 2 years ago.
Again, like Jeremy Lee Minus stuff and whatnot back 2-3 years ago. No one's really.
Yeah, it works. It did work back then. Probably still works now, to be fair. But I think like because he's really big time, a lot of people know.
See if you're using that on UK prospects, man. It's not land.
Like, mate, what are you talking about?
And that's the thing as well. I would say is like if you are on a UK offer, I honestly think that, again, obviously you see the big coaches out there in the space. Obviously, when you get into that space, like you, me, other closers out there, they all respect each other in a sense, because they know they're the ones that are actually making the biggest commissions. But I would genuinely always go to someone that's, if you're looking to invest into someone, go invest into someone that's that is respectable in the space.
Definitely. And it's a small space as well, so everyone knows everyone. When we're talking about experiences, I'm going to it's like an event, mastermind, more so for us to enjoy ourselves in 2 months in Ibiza. And I know that I'm going to go there. There's people making way more money than me. Money that is like a lot of people would never touch in their life. And they're making that per month. I know like going there, I'll get inspired by them. We'll have a good laugh. We'll have a good time. That'll like upgrade my consciousness to then come home. But like, okay, like these guys are no different than me. These boys are no different than me. Time to lock in again and make more money. Yeah,
exactly. What do you think for you is the next unlock to get to that next level of commissions? And
I think OnlyFans, you know.
Oh, is it? It's a good show, by the way. Right.
I think OnlyFans, you know. Do you want to do OnlyFans management? You've got.
I think so. I'll paste it into Claude, man. See what Claude can cook up. Aye.
Speaking of AI. AI system, $49 in a month, $49.99.
Oh, it's a game changer, because
secret plug.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of AI tools out there. And it's like sales call analyzers.
Yeah.
They're good, but they give you very basic general like feedback.
Yeah.
Again, it takes a lot of time and work to train it to understand what it's actually looking for. So this is the thing, right? Sales managers as well. For me as a sales manager, I cannot review every single call for every single.
Impossible.
It's impossible, right? Now, the best way you can learn as a closer is looking at your own calls, looking at your own like game tape. So again, you've got limited amount of time. Even your coach and how you're investing into a manager, they don't have the time to give you feedback on every call, see where you're going wrong, what your weaknesses are. So just having a sales call analyzer there as well, super important to go break down your calls and see what you're struggling on.
The thing that helped me the most was I do follow up. I like, obviously if I don't close a deal, I'll always follow up, but on your like AI system, there was something where you'd post the call and it would tell you exactly what day to follow up, exactly what to say, and it'd even tell you like when to text, when to phone call, when to email. Like for me, that was a game changer. Even if you get like one extra deal a month just off that alone,
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's follow up, because a lot of people don't follow up because, one, they don't know what to say, and two, they think it's too time consuming.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't spend the time to follow up. And here's the thing, when you're following up, your job is not to be like, hey, I'm just checking in. Hey, how you doing since the last chat? They know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get a payment from them.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the goal of the follow up.
Hey, just checking in.
Nah, man, it's not the goal of the follow-up.
What do you think about sending memes? Like funny memes?
If you're not getting a reply or a response, you can send a meme to, like, again, adding some humour into it. But the goal is, like, again, people buy based off emotion, right? So your main job is to get them back into that emotional state. You want to stay top of mind in their head. You want to get them back into the emotional state where they then buy. So how do we do that? Well, we have to remember what we spoke about on the call. If you're having 6 calls a day, how can you remember every single call and what they said?
Nah.
So this will pull apart.
Especially if you're doing 5-6 days a week as well.
Yeah, this will pull apart the exact things they said on that call, the things that stuck with you that you can challenge on, or you can then bring back on in conversation. Not just pain points or goals, but like maybe a mindset shift they need to undertake, and give you a tailored follow-up sequence over the next, again, 0 to 14 days, however many days, to go and actually close that deal and stay top of mind and maximize your chances to go and make actual commissions. Because again, 50% of your deals will be in a follow-up. It's a natural, it's common.
See, some people will tell you otherwise as well. For me, I try my best to get a commitment on a call, because after the call, anything can happen. I know there's mentors I've had and people out there that are like, fuck that. I'm not following up. They're either buying now or they're not. Like, if they can't make a decision now, when the hell can they make a decision? But I mean, I track like my 1-call close rate compared to follow-up as well. Like, I get a lot of deals through follow-up as well, just keeping top of mind and through to that system as well.
Obviously, your job's to close on a call, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen closers completely move off follow-up, don't do any follow-up.
Yeah.
Because they've been told by their coach, follow-ups are gay. I'm like, mate, you're a gay, bro. You don't know, mate, if you're giving that advice, you do not know how to fucking do sales. And let's have you step into a corporate role, or let's have you step into a offer where you are charging 25k, 50k a ticket. Go try and 1-call close. Go have a conversation.
Yeah, because that was like the AI offer that you were on, wasn't it?
Not even at that, like investment banking offers and that kind of stuff. Like, you're not, bro. Sometimes you're asking for a 50k payment. Use your emotional intelligence. Be an actual person.
Read the room.
Like, read the fucking room.
Like if I've got someone that's full of fear, if they don't make at least a commitment to make a change on the call, then it's very highly unlikely that they're going to come back. It does happen. It's not impossible. If it's like genuine logistics, like, and you can't get a commitment off them, which you really should be able to, because at least a deposit, then it could be a genuine reason. But I always do try, like, if I'll read the room. If I'm speaking to like someone with fee, I'll always try to get a commitment on the call. But you're completely right, with like B2B, higher level, which I've never personally sold, I've always just been B2C, you will need to have like a different approach as well.
Yeah, exactly. What's your favourite objection? Partner, the best in it?
Partner. I think a lot of people...
If you're a man and you go and say you're going to speak to your partner, sorry to say, man. You're cooked, mate. You're cooked.
Like, if you're making decisions based off your wife's opinion or your girlfriend's opinion, like, you may as well go join LGBT rallies in the middle of London or something and, you know, just go sort yourself out. I would never, like, do anything like that, personally. But I think my personal favourite objection, and my favourite's fear. Because fear, like, you can say the word tracks, you can say the analogies, you're just like overcoming the person. Like, if you listen to that objection yesterday, like, it was just a conversation. There was no word track, there was nothing like that. It was just what I've learned, like, obviously future pacing them and whatnot in the objections, and then just overcoming the person. So that's my favourite. What would you say the highest, because you've been on like different offers as well, what's the highest ticket that you've sold?
50k, like 50k packages.
Yeah.
And then,
and 10% comms?
No, 15% comms.
15% comms?
15% comms on the investment banking offers.
Whose dick were you sucking to get that?
No, that's what they genuinely were handing out. Totally different sell though. You're not having like any conversation.
Yeah.
Again, future pacing and that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. I've never sold B2B, so I don't know, but I would like to one day. I don't know, I maybe go on it, I'm like, this is shit, I want to go back to B2C. When you talked about earlier, where do you see the space going? I seen something online, someone saying that they think they'll go away from like info product and more so like done for you services as well.
Yeah, done for you is a massive one. It's a good, I mean, any offer should really have a like do it yourself, done with you and done for you available. Again, it's all in positioning. I do think done for you will done for you is always appealing to the right target market. If you're targeting, again, it's most of the time higher ticket, right? So and it's B2B, like B2B consultancy. Those are the best types of offers. And on that, I was going to actually ask it's like best types of offers. I've got a lot of kind of input on this as well. But what would you say like the best types of offers are?
For me personally, or for like the general?
Just general public.
General, because I was going to say I should have started an Airbnb business because like I've been on like 3 different Airbnb offers. I think for people starting out, and this is just my opinion, so whoever's listening, they don't need to listen, they can completely disagree. I would start on like a B2C offer or like a fitness offer. So when we say B2C, it's like business to consumer. So it's like someone who's getting into the space to make money. You know, like if you were a 9 to 5, I'd be selling to you because you're like a consumer, customer, whatever. I would focus on that. I would get the reps in as much as I can. I've been on a fitness offer. Me personally, I was shit at the time and I couldn't perform on it. So I got kicked off it, in all honesty. I think now I would do pretty well now that I'm not a fat cunt. At the time I was 98 kg, so how could I tell people to get
you lose some weight, mate? I'm like, no, you fucking lose some weight.
You lose weight. There in my fucking vest and like got fucking flab coming out. But I think start off with fitness apparently makes you into an absolute killer. I know some people doing 40-50 grand a month on fitness and just normal B2C to start off with.
Start off with that.
But some people, like if you could maybe agree with this, if you're already in corporate sales and you're doing like B2B anyways, a B2B role, mate.
I think the best roles out there are B2B consultancy offers.
You think?
100%. Where it's you're consulting business owners on how to scale and grow their business. Whether it's
why do you think that's better?
You're speaking to business owners, the mindset's already there. They already know what they need to do. A lot of the time they've been stuck in their own ways or just stuck at a point of their business for too long.
Yeah.
And they have a solution right in front of them. Right. They just need to take that next step. Again, it's invest in themselves. Right. It's a constant. Let me invest in this. Let me invest in this to see how I can grow and scale. But they already have the mindset. So when you're having conversations to those types of people, as long as you know how to have conversations and data gather correctly and understand how to actually then move to an emotional conversation while data gathering, that's you're going to print on those. It's a lot of people think, again, main purpose on B2B calls to have like, this is for newly experienced reps that they want to have emotional conversations. Your job's not to have an emotional conversation. Your job in the first 10 minutes is to build authority. The only way you can do that is if you have an intellectual conversation with them and get on the same page as them.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. They need to see in you that you know what you're talking about, right? Like if I come to you, if you're asking me for a business advice and I'm able to ask you a specific question about your business in the first 10 minutes, identify where things are going wrong and then challenge and ask you questions on why you haven't done anything.
And also bringing your personality into it as well and not just sounding like a robot.
Yeah, it's just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
Like understanding data, the metrics behind your business, and again, you can only do that. I've managed so many offers at this point that I understand what drives the needle to move and scale a business forward. So I can look at these data and metrics.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that experience, but if you do get that experience and get on a B2B consulting offer, you can print a lot of cash.
Serious cash?
Yeah, a lot of money.
Serious?
Yeah.
What would serious cash be?
50k.
Get me on a B2B offer then.
I know. So they're really dialed offers. But yeah, industries, I think, heading into
it's definitely changing, but it's always changing.
It's growing, but it's
definitely growing. People are saying it's saturated. It is at the bottom.
Yeah.
The middle and in the top. Like there's some really fantastic closers at the top. They'll never be hard done by. They've got the skill for life now. They can just walk into offers.
And we know all of them, So that's what it is. It's a tight knit industry. It's everyone's close everyone knows of each other, respects each other.
It's good as well. It's like I've got some really good lads at home, like good pals, best friends. But it's good to like come out and meet like people who you've spoken to online, meet in person, go for a drink, go to the gym, go for a walk, whatever, go to the beach, go for some bathe, whatever you want. Yeah. It's good to like get around people that are wanting to grow, wanting to make more money as well. Yeah. And I think in your hometown,
you can't do that.
Yeah, even though like a lot of my friends, they want to start like construction, but they want to do their own thing. But like this, I would never see myself as a salesperson 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy. So it's good to like come and like get to know people.
It's interesting that you say that, because I would say sometimes as well, like for you, I'd be like, mate, I wouldn't have taken you to like go into sales and then you jump in, you're absolutely crushed.
Mate, I just got sold by an ad. I just seen make 10 grand a month. I was like, book a call.
Let's go, man. Let's do it.
Mate, like I was like, what's going on here? The business owner at the time, the objection I gave him, to be fair, like when I started, it wasn't an objection. I remember it clear as day. I was probably really shy. I was like, well, what am I getting into here? He pitched me. Looking back, he wasn't good at sales. He's a good guy, good businessman. He said to me, he gave me the price, I think it was like £3,000. He's like, this is the price. It's silent, didn't say anything. So I was like, I've got a question, but I think I know what you're going to say. He's like, what? I was like, do you do payment plans? He was like, of course I fucking do payment plans. So I just fucking put it on a payment plan. But
you were still already like decided, you know what you wanted.
Yeah. But I was like, where I'm from, like none of my mates are salesmen. Like they're all like construction workers, or like I've had an accountant.
Mate, you were in the army though, and then you came in and started printing cash online.
Yeah.
Literally, you were in Iraq, bro.
Yeah.
Like 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And now you're in Dubai, still in the Middle East. But
it's funny because there's two of my pals who I met in the space. They were both military as well.
Yeah.
And I went to one of the stag do's, going to his wedding and everything. Came up and seen us last week before I came over here. It's funny though how you get like similar personalities and you sort of like attract to them people.
Yeah.
Because there's some gimps in the space as well, isn't there?
Oh mate, some
bad. Absolute wet wipes.
I watched the reels. That's why I say trust your intuition. Right? See if you watch an Instagram reel and you're watching a guy and you're like, that guy's honestly gay, man. Like, your gut's telling you that because it's probably a reason for it.
He's gay.
Nah, he's just like. But
he sits down when he has a piss.
He sits down when he has a piss, man. He doesn't know how to close deals. And the role plays out there are phenomenal, man. See the amount of voiceovers and fake role plays out there. They're good, man. They're loud. Do not learn off Instagram reels. That's one thing I would say, because there's a lot of bullshit out there. Just learn from someone that's actually done it, that can give you the right advice, that can coach you on what to do, but also coach you how to become a better person, most importantly, because you'll never outgrow the version of yourself that you view yourself as to be. And you need to surround yourself around people that are constantly pushing themselves to show you a standard and show you what it takes to operate at that level. If you can do that, you're well on the way to go and actually do well for yourself. But what would be one advice you would give to your younger self?
Never stop being a chava.
Never stop being a chava.
Never stop being a chava.
Don't forget your roots, man.
Yeah. I'd just say, like, because I learnt this from obviously Kurt, like, be fucking really aggressive towards your goals.
Yeah.
Like, really aggressive. I think for me, like things have always just happened naturally. Like, I used to box when I was, and I felt like I didn't even work hard. It just naturally, I was naturally good at it. Like, after training, and I'd 4 bouts, I was unbeaten, got selected to go to like a college, went in the military, was just like naturally fit. Was not like, it felt like I didn't try hard. When I got into sales, it was like I was not naturally good at it. I was fucking awful. Like, most people couldn't really understand me from the US and had to change the way I speak and everything. So it would be aggressive towards your goals. Do not settle for anything mediocre. Like, I remember my first goal was just to get 10,000 a month. As soon as I got there, like, get 10,000 a month, like, my life will change. I'll be able to do whatever I want. I remember when I first hit it, I was at an event in Barcelona. I felt like I was a millionaire. I felt I was the fucking shit. And now, like, it's that 10K.
Bro, it's like,
you
make 10K in a month in Dubai, it's like
it comes and goes. You need to make more. So main thing, young Caden, don't be slacking. Be aggressive towards your goals. That's the biggest thing I've learned from Kurt. If I learned that when I was like 10, 11, could have been a pro boxer. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
What about yourself?
Someone that has a lot of goals, right? For me, that was someone that had a lot of goals. I would give myself that advice to stop being up there with the fairies. Stop fucking wanting.
So they're thinking about it.
Stop wishing, wanting. Just fucking get after it. Just go out there and do what you need to do. You know what you need to do. I knew that I needed to surround myself around better people. I knew that I needed to learn from people that are ahead of me. But I was just wishing and wanting. I was pushing it off for way too long. Done it with football. Done it with a lot of different things as well. And just comes a point in time where it's like, right, nah. Serious from here on. And I had quite a fast trajectory in terms of where I went from like breaking into this space to then making 10K a month, 20K a month, and moving up. Again, I was in the industry for like a year, in a year and a bit, and I was managing teams already at like that point. It was just because I was so fucking aggressive in terms of what I wanted and where I wanted to be, and that's I would say for me, if I could just have done that sooner, I'd be way further ahead. So every day you delay on what you should be doing,
you're losing confidence.
You're losing confidence in yourself, conviction in yourself, and most importantly, you're letting your dreams die. And if I was able to just do that 7-8 years ago instead of 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I'd be.
It's the definition is fear. That's what it is. It's like pushing it off, like delaying failure as well. Because everyone still gets fear to this day. Like when you're speaking to prospects, it's not like the fear, it's how you operate as well. But to add on to that, like I know a lot of closers in the space, I feel like because this was me, and every time I say a lot of closers in the space, I'm basing it off my experience because this was me, like this is what I done. Just watch YouTube videos, watch the content, feel like they're being proactive because they're putting the hours in, just watching content or doing role plays. That's not making you money. Yes, you're learning, but you're not going to actually really learn how to speak to a human in live until...
Pick up the phone, get on calls.
Exactly.
Start doing what you need to do, most importantly.
Yeah.
And you'll go out there and do what you want, make what you want of yourself at the end of the day. So that's
exactly.
It. But no, it's been a good one.
Been a good chat. I don't know if we'll do another. This was just straight off the cuff. I landed Wednesday, like, fuck it. There's a podcast studio down the road. Should we go record a podcast?
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. Let's do it.
Ran it up. Hopefully this will be insightful to a lot of people that are trying to break into the space, a lot of people that are already doing numbers, because I get a lot of messages from people that are doing 5k, 10k a month and helping them go 10k plus and whatnot. But like, it's hopefully going to be insightful to a lot of people, and just take away what you can from it. We'll see if we can run up another one of these.
Yeah, we'll see what feedback we get on this one.
Yeah.
If it's good feedback,
drop the comments in.
If it's good feedback, we'll do another. If it's like them two are the most boring bastards,
we'll be doing another one. Anyway.
Them two are the most boring bastards I've ever seen. Let's just completely buff them.
You're boring, man. You're watching this in your room.
You're watching this in your room, would you?
Look, mate, get off the camera and start, mate. Go pick up. You're
watching this in your room with your hands on your bollocks.
This is what I mean. You just said it. Stop watching content. Get out there. Get after it. Stop with the fucking excuses.
Well, good job we said this at the end, because hopefully they've stuck around right to the end now.
Exactly. Let's get after it.
We'll leave it at that, boss.
Pleasure, bro. As always.
Pleasure.